I started this practice when I was not young anymore, but I was sick enough. So the practice was not easy for me. And yet the healing, the physical healing as a byproduct, and a very important byproduct, deeply transforming not only my health, my well-being, but also knowing how health is important for our life. I was born in China in a small village. It's only about 20-some families, and the life is very simple and very poor. Since very little, I remember myself, as far as I remember, I had an asthma condition, severe asthma condition, and very stiff body, painful body, and eventually it was discovered that I had sclerosis. The family tried many ways to treat this disease, medically and all other different approaches, Chinese medicine, so on, and eventually realizing this is a chronic disease and not much you can do. So with all these illness in my body, was not fun to be in the body. It's sick, it's weak, it's really fragile. So choose to study mathematics, so you can live in the mental level to be more comfortable, more free from the bodily physical suffering. So, and I studied mathematics in China for 6 years and end up come here. But still, after a while, realizing my life was not totally fulfilling. I was searching for something, searching for a way to make a change, searching a way to become happier, and feel good about life. In that stage, I discovered my passion for art. And so as a visual artist, I was fascinated about metaphysical images. And in the process, discovered Qigong as a practice and deeply grounded in Chinese tradition. From searching, I discovered Qigong, but same time also Qigong come to me. A friend, a comic friend, she is a Westerner, and she was teaching Tai Chi, but also a little bit of this form of Qigong. So I ended up taking some class with her, then with her teacher, and he is Chinese. Eventually, he helped me to connect with the center. So I went back to the center to study with our teacher, Dr. Pan. He was a doctor both in Western medicine, Chinese medicine, but from his early age, he studied Qigong. And as a doctor, he started to experiment in this technique for his patients. Gradually, he using more of Qigong method and end up prescribing less medicine and have even much better result. So eventually, he ended up establishing a center, a Qigong hospital. So in the beginning, a more small scale, and quickly become very large scale. 5,000 practitioners, even one time 7,000 practitioners. So come out of that is this particular form of Qigong was honored as the most validated, effective medical Qigong. Then as a Chinese person, I was able to freely go to the center. So able to live there and to go slow my own healing in the first. Overall, the practice was very challenging, very difficult for me. And in one case, purify my lung, purify my system, and I start coughing nonstop. In the beginning, just normal coughing, uncomfortable. Then gradually coughing deeper, mucus come out. Then coughing deeper, the blood coming out. coughing even deeper. It feels like coughing out of my brain. That was the feeling. And that continued for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I wasn't able to lie down, to sleep at all. And I wasn't able to really function normally. And yet I was continue practicing. I was supported as a normal purification, so I was able to sustain my process. And that made it possible after 2 weeks breaking slow, releasing all symptoms of asthma condition. When I was healing this physical condition with the Qigong, I suddenly had a deja vu. Something happened to me in childhood. So I basically, asked my mother, my adopted mother. I was living with adopted parents. So asked them, what happened, So when I was about 4 years old and playing with the kids, and then went to bathroom, ended up fell down to the toilet in the ground. The shit was above this level for this little boy. So I lost my conscious basically. When coming back to this body, is made a choice not to remember. So as a result, the body remembers it as asthma, as a trauma. You cannot breathe, cannot breathe. That's the fact. And took me a little bit longer, almost about 3 years of dedicated practice to release all symptoms of the sclerosis condition. To practice with a few thousand people and to receive the teaching from Dr. Pan, but also from many teachers trained under him, made it possible for me to open to that power. The power of energy. When I left China, and when I was witnessing so much had happened over a short period of time in such a large scale, in such a powerful way, and I was secretively and speaking to myself, if I could accomplish, 0.001% of what Dr. Pan had accomplished, I would be a really happy person. I would be really feel fulfilled. From the very beginning, and personally, always clear, the vision is clear to have a Qigong center here. I think this vision is limitless, but at the same time, in a tangible way, we know what it means for 100 people in a retreat center ongoing basis, what it means for 500 people practicing ongoing basis, for 5,000 people practicing together ongoing basis. And deeply I feel so fortunate to hold this vision, not only sharing the vision, but now co-creating the vision with many, many, many people more now. In a large scale, the vision is a global healing community, extending beyond generation, extending beyond cultural difference, extending beyond our stories, beyond our history, beyond our label of good, bad. And it's a deeper cellular level of healing, including cellular memory, 100 years of memory, 1,000 years of memory, even more. We carry these memories, and it's up to us to how to heal. And we have a greater opportunity and the best time right now to do that. It has been an incredible, fulfilling journey, not only able to share wisdom healing Qigong with tens of thousands of people in the last years, but also observing the not only physical deep changes health-wise. More importantly is transformation of life, transforming from hopeless desperation and victim to more creative, more conscious, more empowered, more joyful and loving human being, and really affecting not only the life of the practitioner also, but also able to contribute to life in general. So the practice of Qigong becomes possible for all of us to go beyond or expand the paradigm of conventional medicine, which only treating the body, as a biological, chemical machine, is something separate from the mind, separate from the spirit and consciousness. So slow practice, we reconnecting mind, body, reconnecting with energy, reconnecting with the deeper healing ability, healing wisdom, healing capacity. So that is the internal energy medicine. And that is the practice of self-care and self-healing and self-empowerment into the energy medicine of mind, body, heart. So the new Center for Wisdom Healing Qigong will be a place for people to come from all over to dedicate to self-healing, self-care, and self-empowerment. It's also be a place for healthcare professionals, leaders, and teachers to recharge their own mind, body, heart. And also be a place to expand our capacity, our wisdom capacity from all wisdom traditions and community as well as healthcare professionals. It's also be a place to connect people globally, energetically, for the healing of self, healing of others, healing of the world. The new center is a continuation of the vision, the ancient vision from all wisdom traditions, including the history of Qigong in China. And it's a continuation, the expansion, it's the evolution of human journey of healing, healing of self, healing of others, healing of life on the planet Earth and beyond.